2 Samuel, summary to chapter 6. The ark is brought forth of the house of Abinadab. Uzzah is stricken and dieth, because he touched the ark. The ark is brought into the house of Obed-edom, and from thence into Jerusalem. David danceth before it, and is therefore despised of his wife Michal. The 6th chapter. After that, David chose out all the chief young men in Israel, to the sum of 30,000, and arose and went, and all the folk that were with him of the men of Judah, to fetch away the ark of God, upon which is called the name of the Lord of hosts, that dwelleth between the cherubims. And they put the ark of God upon a new cart, and brought it out of the house of Abinadab, that dwelt at Gabaa. And Uzzah and Ahio, the sons of Abinadab, drave the new cart. And when they brought it out of the house of Abinadab, that dwelt at Gabaa with the ark of God, Ahio went before the ark. And David and all the house of Israel played before the Lord with all manner instruments of firewood, with harps, psalteries, timbrels, fiddles, and cymbals. And when they came to Nacon's threshing floor, Uzzah put his hand to the ark of God and held it, for the oxen stumbled. And the Lord was wroth with Uzzah, and God smote him in the same place for his fault. And there he died by the ark of God. And David was displeased, because the Lord had rent Uzzah. And the name of the place was called Perez Uzzah until this day. And David was then afraid of the Lord, and said, How should the ark of the Lord come to my house? And so David would not bring the ark of the Lord with him into the city of David, but carried it into the house of Obed-edom, a Gittite. And the ark of the Lord continued in the house of Obed-edom, the Gittite, 3 months. And the Lord blessed Obed-edom and all his household. And when it was told King David how that the Lord had blessed the house of Obed-edom and all that pertained unto him, because of the ark of God, he went and brought the ark of God from the house of Obed-edom unto the city of David with gladness. And ever when they that bear the ark of the Lord had gone 6 passes, he offered an ox and a fat sheep. And David danced before the Lord with all his might, in a linen ephod girt unto him. And David and all the house of Israel brought the ark of the Lord with shouting and trumpet blowing. And as the ark of the Lord came into the city of David, Michal, Saul's daughter, looked through a window, and saw King David spring a dance before the Lord, and therefore despised him in her heart. And when they had brought in the ark of the Lord, and had set it even in his place, even in the tabernacle that David had prepared for it, David offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Lord. And as soon as David had made an end of offering burnt offerings and peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of the Lord of hosts, and gave among all the folk, even among the whole multitude of Israel, as well to the women as men, every one a cake of bread, and a piece of flesh, and a flacket of wine. And so the people departed every man to his house. Then David returned to salute his household, and Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out against him and said, Oh, how glorious was the king of Israel today, which stripped himself today before the eyes of the maidens of his servants, as a light-brained fellow is wont to strip himself. But David said again to Michal, I will make sport before the Lord, which chose me before thy father, and before all his kin, commanding me to be ruler over all his people Israel. And I will be yet more vile than so, and will be meek in mine own sight, and shall for all that of the very same maidservants which thou speakest of be had in honour. But the said Michal daughter to Saul had no child unto the day of her death.